When it comes to things we care about, like telling our loved ones how much we care, creating art, or getting in shape to improve your health, it can be very difficult to get started. Many people struggle with procrastination and beat themselves up for it all the time. So today, I just want to share some of the things that I have learned about procrastination, how you can overcome it, and why we might even procrastinate in the first place. Let's get into it. So when it comes to procrastination, the thing that most people do is wait. So what better way to talk about procrastination than by doing an activity that requires a lot of waiting? Doing absolutely nothing. I am very familiar with waiting. Waiting for my life to get better, waiting to feel ready before I start, waiting for inspiration. Waiting is something that we all do to procrastinate. I think one of the main reasons why we as humans tend to procrastinate so much is ironically because of our emphasis on being productive. We feel the need to be productive 100% of the time, all day, every day, even on the weekends. But no one can live like that forever. We wake up every day to have fun. We go to work because we care. And we live to share our lives with others. Working and playing are mutually beneficial for each other. Giving yourself the time to enjoy your life and to spend time with others is going to give you creative insights that you could use in your work. But also, doing work that you're passionate about can bring you a lot of fulfillment and meaning to your life. So instead of aiming for 100% productivity, why don't we try to aim for a balance between work and play? I think it's a much more sustainable approach that we can actually stick to long term. But then comes the question, how do we actually start this? What do we do? And I can't give you all the answers, but I can help you find the answers for yourself. One thing that really helps me is just giving myself time to think. And the hardest thing about this, again, is just starting it. That first minute where you're trying to think, you might get distracted with thoughts of video games or watching a video on social media or doing something other than just sitting with yourself and thinking. But I promise you, if you can overcome those first few minutes of resistance, then you are going to find a lot of enjoyment and ideas and insights in your thoughts. This is how I come up with video ideas, and I think this is a great way to spend some of your free time. And one great way to give yourself the space and time to think is by spending time in nature. So today I wanted to get some work done, but I also wanted to enjoy the nice weather. So here I am. I went camping a while back for the weekend, and I have a nice chunk of footage that I ended up recording. So I'm going to use some of that in this video. Originally, my plan for this video was I was going to film all this while I was outside and actually camping. But guess what? I ended up procrastinating. I wrote the script like a day before we actually had to go camping. And a day is not enough to prepare your project. I wrote the script like a day before we went camping, and it didn't really work out. First of all, the rain made the ground extremely muddy, and I didn't want to get my camera gear super dirty. And second of all, my script just wasn't really ready to actually be recorded. But both of those are excuses. I could have recorded if I really tried. But now I'm sort of glad I didn't, because I can really focus on improving this video. A brushed project never really turns out that good, so you have to give yourself ample time and space to think about how to script your video. I find that the outside environment gives me ample space to think and clears my mind of irrelevant thoughts. There's a reason why you can get some great ideas just by walking in the middle of nowhere, or taking a shower, or just being in a situation that gives you the free time to just think. Giving myself the time and the space to just think has been really nice. While it can help you to avoid procrastination, spending time to just think is more about figuring out what is important to you. Some people spend their whole lives not knowing what's important to them. So it's really important that you figure this out for yourself as soon as you possibly can, just by spending time to think. Well, time to pack up. This little retreat has given me some time to think, and I hope this video has given you some insights on how to overcome procrastination. I do want to say one thing though. Procrastination isn't something you ever get rid of. You never do. I still procrastinate way too much for my own good. I think we as humans tend to procrastinate because it takes a lot of energy to try and become the highest, best version of ourselves. But the transformation is so worth it. And I love that feeling of bliss from doing what is really important to me. So after that's all said and done, what's really stopping you now?